Hey, lesson 11, and guess what? No two-step problems today. Today you are actually using information on charts and in graphs to solve equations. Yay, something different. Okay, so we're starting on page 423, and this one they give you is sports statistics. So really you just need to kind of understand what's going on. So these Wheaton Wolves win Little League World Championship. So the chart shows some of the statistics. So they have the title here. So Wheaton Wolves statistics, times at bat, and that means times that they're up to hit. Of those 155 times, 47 were hits, 25 were walks or base on balls. They scored 36 runs and they had 36 strikeouts. So we're using all of that information to solve these problems. So how many times at bat did players not strike out or get base on balls? So what we do know is that there's 155 at bats. So really what we're doing is we're saying, well, if you take out the hits, 47, and you take out the base on balls, 25, then you would get your answer. So you can decide, I mean, really it's a two-step problem, again, kind of in disguise. So what I would do is I would do an addition problem first. So I would add my hits and my walks or base on balls. Oh, I'm sorry, strikeouts. I messed up. I totally messed up that one. All right, my fault. Kind of same idea. I just took the wrong data. Okay. So not strikeout or base on balls. So really we have that 155 total at bats, and then I'll just do a side problem down here. So my strikeouts are 36 and base on balls were 25. So everything else, so that's 1, 3, 4, 5. So 61 of those 155 were either strikeouts or base on balls. So now I would do a subtraction problem from that 155 total at bats, and I would get a 4. Number 5 minus 6 you can't do, so I'd take that 100, and now I would have 15 tens, so 94. How many 4? So 94 times. All right, this one's actually kind of tricky too, and maybe I'll just get you set up for it. Oops, I meant to do that with an eraser. So how many hits and base on balls did not result in a run? So that one's actually interesting too, because you really have to understand some of baseball. So how many hits and base on balls? So that really is saying how many times did they get on base. So they had 47 times through hits, 25 times on base on balls. So I'd add those together, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 4 plus 1 is 5. So 72 times they got on base, but they only scored 36 times. So 36 of those kids that got on base scored, and what's left then are the kids who didn't score. So I would do 72 minus those 36. I'll let you finish that one up. Now next page, different sports team. Getting into basketball, so Danielle plays on the third grade basketball team. Team made news when they scored 47 points, 41 points, and 53 points in 3-game tournament. So this one would be how many points did they score all together? So you'd have to add all 3 of them. Mental math would say that you would make them friendlier. So 47 would become 50, 41 would be 40, and 53 would be 50, so I'd add the 50 and the 50 to make 100, so about 140 points. So then Danielle shows her scorecard on the bottom. So we would have to use the information in the table to write equations to find the unknown numbers. So the number of 1-point free throws, in game 1 they had 5, game 3, so we'd have to do So this would be Danielle's scorecard, so her stats. So this is kind of the important one. So what's nice is if she hit 5 1-point free throws and 7 2-point field goals, so that's 14 points, plus those 5, so she would have 19 points in the first game. So this now, if she has, and that's where you have to remember that every basket is 2 points. So here she'd have 12 points just with her regular. And then 18 minus 12, she would have 6 free throws. And this one's a little tricky because it's the same idea. So 21 total points, you take away the 3 1-point free throws. So that's 21, 20, 19, 18. So 18 points in field goals. Remember, each of them is worth 2, so that'd have to be 9. So kind of a fun one, a little bit different. Still doing multiple steps, but in a different way, which to me is fun. All right, hope you had fun. Bye.